I feel like it kind of sounds like drunken ramblings. Drunk out of your mind to the point of incoherent rambling. It's an old man rambling. Sounds like drunken rambling. Rambling, ridiculous bullshit. This is confusing to me. This is weird. Madman rambling. I don't know what the fuck's going on. The writing makes absolutely no sense. Mad rambling. I'm genuinely just so confused. Musical genius. Dude needs rehab. 1 out of 10. So it's 7 songs. It says it's 55 minutes, but it's not actually. And yeah, so first song, Middle Mass. I don't know what I'm getting into, so I'm excited to just give it a shot. Hopefully, with the cover, it's going to be some badass shit.
Evil's not in extremes. It's in the aftermath. The middle mass. After the facts. Vulturous in the aftermath.
Okay. I like it, but I can see the guy singing in the studio, if you know what I mean.
Has substance. You learn a word today. Words misanthropy. And he's running to and from the cats from Timpan Alley. And he's running with and from the cats from the alleys of Timpan. And he's going down the alleys. Take the cats from the alleys of Timpan. The alleys full of cats from Timpan. The middle mass, vultures in the
I feel like the rest of the album context can decide how you feel about the song. See, I kind of actually agree with the sentiment of like not knowing how to feel about this just yet, because for me, I'm curious as to why this stands out and is worth sending in an album for, because what I hear here is all right. I feel like it kind of sounds like drunken ramblings with sort of subpar recording, everything kind of sounding very rusty, or dusty, not rusty, dusty, all right? Everything's a little dusty, everything's a little fucked up, it's raw. But I'm not sure what exactly it is, the major appeal of this. Now, do I like it? Yeah, I do. I fuck with it. I like the garage feel. I feel like something about this is kind of just like guys fucking around recording in a basement or something. Lyrics certainly grab my attention as well. In other words, I'm a little confused on what's going on, but I'm following along. I'd give it a light smiley ball.
Yes, you get tired of her. Undercover, behind office desks, old divorces, children's faces. And I came up straight up from the block. You better take a younger lover.
What year is this? 1981.
You soon get tired of her. You better take a younger lover. You better take a younger lover. You better take a older lover. You better take a older lover. You better take a younger lover. Two French fries spread on her face. On a future autolytic enzyme, son.
What the fuck is this? I don't understand. The lyrics starting off talking about an older lover and going on to a younger lover. Maybe it's trying to be like the advice of like someone else saying you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Either way, it comes off like the ramblings of a crazy person. You can enjoy the style. Yeah, I think the bass so far has been my favorite part of these last two songs, is I like how just raw and straightforward it is, and I think it adds a lot to the songs. Difficult to communicate what I get out of this. You know, that's exactly how I feel about this. It's requests like this. I used to get a lot of requests that were like this, where it would be something that I listen to and I think this is interesting, but I don't have anything to say about it. Even though it feels like the kind of thing that you would have a lot to say about. Like, this is confusing to me. This is weird. It feels disorienting. Like, the instrumental and the subject matter just is like a slice of life, like, panic attack, and it makes absolutely no sense. But I'm also interested in what's going on, even though I feel like it's not the most musically engaging or, I'd say, satisfying thing in the world. In other words, yeah, I'm following along. Next song, I'm going to give that a strong shrug to a light smiley ball.
Pink press flags. I escaped the pink pole effect. It's new pro after it, so it's recluse, safe house time.
Went to a water park today? That sounds fun.
Pink press flags.
It's literally just a scene, like a script.
Press flag file. A new pro at the subject. It's safe house time.
So that's another song where I don't know what the fuck's going on. The writing makes absolutely no sense, and the sound is weird, dusty, and kind of conflicting. Shrug.
I watch my grandpa say penis.
Analysis is academic, so thoughts can get nauseous. I know I've been working again. Give me, you give me the sun. I've been working again. Cause now I've been working again.
This is so fucking weird. I'm genuinely just so confused what it is I'm supposed to be gathering out of this. Because it seems like just people fucking around. Which, I mean, if that's the point, then okay. But it's wild. I just feel like there's got to be something more, right? But I am genuinely just very curious about this project, if there's more to pull out of it. Next song is Slags, Slates, and etc. That song was a shrug.
A male flag, flag, everything's framed by the state. They are the great laws of our state, I relate, Remember, slaves are always out of date. In the fight of the day they have to face. Well, I can't give a definition. The consequences of that.
Like, what the fuck is going on? I feel like I'm listening to rock song with like a guy with a megaphone in the studio. It's like slacks, 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 and it's like, what the fuck is happening? shocking is the fact that we're not even close to done with this. Also, look at these lyrics. This whole thing is just very confusing. Instead of reviewing music, just review alcohol, where you do driving reviews. Wow. It's so long. Yeah, and it's. That song genuinely felt endless. Like, that song felt like it was attempting to test my patience. Catchy. It sounded like, again, just the lunacy. Like, what is it? Like a man having a manic episode and recording the whole thing over a pretty simple jam session. And honestly, I don't really know how to feel, because in one regard I want to get this, I want to understand this, but I feel like what's happening here is just very cut and dry, and I simply find it annoying. The low shrug. Next song, final song, Leave the Capital. I believe this is the final song.
Leave the capital! Exit this Roman show! And you know you must leave the capital!
I'm tapping my foot.
Leave the capital!
Brad, what are your opinion on D's nuts? You're not even trying anymore. This is good. I like this. I like this ending track a lot. I feel like it's the most concise. I feel like it's the most entertaining, the most punk. I think it just works the best out of everything so far. In general, this is an interesting little project that I actually feel like works as a whole. But yeah, I thought that was an interesting look into, I guess, the 80s punk scene, as I feel like this is just one of the more loose and just absurd releases for it. Now, I'm not super crazy on this. I'd give it a 6. Kind of a strong shrug for me. But I thought it was still a fun experience regardless. And I'm glad I was sent it in and I got to check it out. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I believe it was, R.W. Isaac. So I really appreciate this. Hopefully this is an all right reaction, even though I kind of was a strange one and I didn't really know how to feel about a lot of it. I really did give it my best shot. All right. R.W. Isaac says, "Hi, Brad. Thanks for checking out Slates. Here's The Fall, almost 30 years later."
I'm on. I'm on. All that world
Good morning.
heals.
I'm Wilfred Brimley, and I'd like to talk to you for a
Yeah,
few
cemetery's
minutes
pretty
about
cool.
diabetes.
Wow.
Actually, about diabetes and how it's affected me in my life. I'll start when I was first diagnosed. I was scared to death. I was experiencing symptoms that were strange, unfamiliar to me. For instance, I had an unquenchable thirst. My tongue felt like a horseshoe rat.
Then one day a Spanish king with a council of bad knaves tried to come to Perry.
This instrumental's kind of nice.
And you will can't say anything. Nowadays,
Don't mess around! I'm Wolverine!
It's standard, but it's well done. But it's standard, so I don't like it. Shrug. But it's well done, but it's standard. The Fall, Reformations, R.W. Isaac says, more from The Fall. This one's from 2007. Here we go.
Fuck all you hoes! Detroit till I die, motherfucker! Talking all that bullshit!
From Motown! Cheesesteaks! TLC! Black River! Black River! From Motown! X207!
Perfect song for a fish mosh pit. Timmer!
From Motown!
Get in the pit!
This is what it'll sound like. This is what it sounds like. Goldfish bone!
Goldfish? This is a goldfish right here. Where'd he go? Right here,
A
goldfish.
reformation!
Sell. Garbage.
A reformation!
Goldfish in the mosh pit.
From Motown! Post!
Here's the thing about songs like this. It's a vibe. I like it. It's raunchy. Raunchy in the sound. Not raunchy as in... I should just use the word dirty. I feel like it's dirty is a better, term to describe it. It just feels like the tones are nice and the dude's just going crazy over it, which I like. It's a light smiley ball for me. We got another song from The Fall. R.W. Isaac says, hi, Brad. More from The Fall. Back to the 80s for this one. You got a nerve to be asking a favor. You've got a nerve. Wrong button.
Fuck all you hoes! Detroit till I die, motherfucker!
Never heard of this album.
Formats in the early 80s. Sequence stars were no good at making calm in design. They're giant stars,
And I decided to recommence my diary.
Let me complain real quick. This, to me, sounds like drunken rambling of someone who feels very self-important. Now, is that me, projecting? Probably. But I feel like a lot of the things that should make this enjoyable, like the lo-fi-ness of it, is just confusing me instead, which kind of sucks, because I do want to understand and feel this.
As if I had done 10 months service.
Yeah, I feel like he forgot that he was recording when he recorded this. It was just having a conversation with himself.
Was the last thing I was ever imagining. Hey, now! Like, can't I live in England?
Instrumental's nice, though. Oh, the song's starting. This song reminds you of Iced Earth's A Narrative Soundscape. Why, because it's talking? Well, the song, it's only like 6.5 minutes. Hey! I can't even believe that's a real song. I mean, I will say there is an interesting aesthetic to what it's going for, but I just don't really enjoy the final product here. It kind of just feels pointless, if that makes sense. I feel like instrumentally it's decent, and I guess the vocals are just sort of supposed to be background noise to that, but even then I don't feel like it's distinctive enough for me to say I would return to it. For me, I appreciate, again, you sending this in, because I've never actually heard something exactly like it, but I don't think that changes the fact that I just don't get really much out of it. The Shrug. R.W. Isaac says, but wait, there's more.
Sit in the gold room, fall down flat in the cafe aisle, without a glance
That's so
for the
shocking.
clientele.
Yeah, this one guy is like really trying to get me
Coffee black as well.
to buy into it, which I'm not opposed to. I just, I don't know, these songs are very strange.
Roll up for the underpants show. In Humble and Iceland.
It's like Captain Beefheart post-punk though. Oh, I kind of get where you're coming from. It is weird, but much like Captain Beefheart, it's very, like, it varies heavily from thing to thing about how I feel with it. Honestly, I kind of got this one. I liked it. I feel like it's simple, but it's psychedelic, and that's why I like it. It's like the little, it's easy to get lost into it, you know what I mean? The boom, ba-dum. There's something kind of dull about the whole thing that's actually just very stimulating. So, honestly, yeah, I liked it. It's a smiley ball for me. Somehow that one won me over. Thought it was surprisingly really cool. Not what I expected. R.W. Isaac says, hi, Brad. How about this one? The Fall. Oh, shit. We got another song by The Fall. Hopefully this one is palatable. Guy sounds like the guy from, this shit's like the OG of that crap. When did this come out? Oh, only 2005. I thought that was way older. Maybe it's a reissue. Yeah, probably. 1982? Yeah, it sounded more right. Yeah, it's some interesting stuff going on here, but I can't say that I absolutely love it. I feel like it is probably about a 6 out of 10 for me, as I feel like I'm getting kind of used to the obscure style and appreciating it, though I'm not, again, really enjoying it. So, kind of where I'm at, unfortunately. I got another song from The Fall. R.W. Isaac says, the earlier Fall, when they were generally less post and more punk, although Marky Smith would have slapped me for saying that.
Advice on rates. Advice on rates. Obey your rates. Obey your rates. Street Estate.
Sounds like it was recorded in a tin can in proper fall fashion. Where once again, it's a song that probably came out in the 2010s. Let me guess, 2004. Wow, really pushing the boundary here of how to make something sound like it's from the 60s.
Venice Retreat Estate. A socialist state invention.
Oh, this did come out in 1980? Oh, that's why it sounds like it came from the 60s.
I like it, 10 out of 10.
It sounds like ironic Uncle Sam indoctrination music. Feeling a shrug, it's fine. To say though that it's not my thing, I feel like is quite the it just makes sense, right? It's just not my cup of tea. But I don't think it's terrible. Certainly though, again, like a bit of a mixed bag, I guess. It's kind of how it is with the fall, though. Oh, I've never been happier to see Persona 5. I'm losing my mind. R.W. Isaac says, perhaps not a traditional Halloween album, but maybe it should be. This is another one where Spotify's version has a bunch of bonus tracks, so the final track is Das Caterer. We're listening to an album by The Fall, and everything that I've heard from The Fall so far has been a mixed bag. Apparently, I guess this is Henry Rollins talking about The Fall and how essential it is. I feel like I'm listening to a weird, warped version of the Rolling Stones and Velvet Underground having a kid together with a lot of radiation in the process. The Fall Out Boy. I think Cyber Insect is a commentary on the digital age, which I guess was certainly taking a rapid turn in on the year 2000 for sure. So in a way that's very creative. You may be wondering why I'm standing up to an album that I know I'm not going to be dancing to. In reality, I could just sit down and think the entire time, but I feel like it reflects a lot better when I'm standing up, even if I'm just pacing around. Because I am thinking about what I'm listening to, and sure, it's not the most danceable track in the world, but there is still something groovy to it. And that's what I appreciate about it. It's taking risks. It's doing weird things. I will say, though, that I'm not immediately convinced, but I'm more convinced on this than I was with some other stuff that I've heard from The Fall. Maybe it's because it does remind me of some other artists, whereas the other stuff I heard from The Fall sounded like it was on an island of its own validity. I'm going to give that a strong shrug to a light smiley ball. I think it's an okay opener. I think it sets the tone. It's groovy. Makes me curious to see how it follows it up. Next song, Two Librans. Not to be confused with Two Librarians.
Deliver, reflects, deliver, high and low and mad. She Oprah Winfrey, she studied these down, the muggings, dress.
So this is literally about Libras, is that it? Like actual zodiac crap?
Soldates, Nelson and Timor, Solstar and Chechnya.
His vocals are whack. I will say that it's taking some adjusting. I'm trying to be open-minded to the whole experience. But it definitely makes me wonder if this song would be more enjoyable if it was maybe focusing a little bit more on making it, you know, more musically enjoyable. I feel like instead I'm listening to this song to solve a puzzle because I just don't really think the sound is as fulfilling as it could be. Song feels like one that's never, that I've never really clicked, but I'm drawn back to listening for some reason. Well, I'm hoping whatever that magnetic force you have with this project is something that I'm able to pull. Immediately I am focusing specifically on the writing, as I think that's the most engaging, or at least most well thought out part of this. I find a lot of the instrumentals to be also interesting in terms of the choices being made, because it all feels very calculated to the song, but also I don't understand why. Two Librans is an interesting track that I personally feel like doesn't scratch any itches. That's the biggest problem here. There is nothing about this music so far that makes me feel anything more than puzzled. And it's not really what I like going to music for. Because at some point I give up. I listen, I'm interested at first, and it stops sounding like a puzzle and it starts sounding like madman rambling. However, I don't think that it's all lost yet, because I want to see how everything comes together. And I feel like the biggest disappointment is if this album doesn't click by the end of it, because we are listening to the whole thing. And so far, I feel like we're just seeing pieces of the picture. It's kind of hard to just judge it off of that if, again, I'm judging it like a puzzle. For that reason, it's a strong shrug. WB. I'm going to pause because I want to read this. The aspect of punk that I like is just people throwing out whatever they want to say and whatever they feel. It doesn't have to be that coherent, but it's the freedom of creating whatever that I like. My issue is I want to connect the pieces. And I can accept a freeing, crazy experience, but there's usually a reason for that. And I like looking for it. And so far, it's been hard with this project, because you're right about the first part. It does sound like mad rambling, but it's not really giving me the thing that I want from it. Does it need to have a reason? No, not at all. If it doesn't have a reason, though, then I'd like for there to at least be something else. And for me, I find this sound to be very dusty. And I find myself struggling to really cling on to anything happening here. How Swans fans hear Swans minus the guitar? Well, the part of my brain that enjoys Swans is definitely lighting up while listening to this in terms of how I want to approach it. That might also be one of the reasons I feel like it could just also be setting me up for disappointment. The voice is too snotty and bratty. I think the word you're looking for is too gritty. It's very British. WB is by far my favorite song so far on this album, as I think it's the most hypnotic, which the repetition I feel like I would hope would be hypnotic. It's the most filled out in terms of the sound, and I feel like the ramblings actually being incoherent isn't a problem, because I don't really care that much about what's being said on this track, and maybe that's the point. And maybe I'm starting to finally get it a bit, but I like this one. I think that this one sounds nice. Still not completely won over to this, but a step in the right direction. It's a Smiley Ball. Sons of Temperance. I think this is the best song already, and I don't think it's just because it's more upbeat. Though I do think that helps, as the fourth track of this album all of a sudden being this strong of a change of pace is very welcomed. But I also just like how all these pieces are coming together. Not to mention that I've given up on the whole puzzle thing. In fact, that's probably been the biggest help to my enjoyment of this project so far. Accepting it as a jumble of bullshit. And being okay with that. Been honestly pretty happy with it. See, I think the vocals work in this in the same way that they would work in, let me give you a very modern example. The song Dare with Sean Ryder just going, "It's Dare!" randomly over the song. I've heard the song without him in it. It doesn't have the same grit. It doesn't scratch an itch. This song scratches many itches. I think it's the most fulfilling and just overall well thought out track here. And again, I don't think it's just because it goes hard. The real raw punk feeling that people were describing is truly on full display here. Why am I so itchy? You're right, I am itchy. I don't know. Shower? I literally showered before I streamed. Good synth work, better textures, Papa John's. I'm feeling this Smiley Ball. Very good track. I liked it a lot. I like the vibe of this track. I think it's the first song where I get what they're doing. That's a good way of putting it. Definitely seems like the most accessible track. I think it's the most popular, at least up to this point on this album. There might be something more popular, but I believe this one is like one of their. Nope, not even close. 54,000. The next one is actually the one. Yeah, no, this one not at all. I'm wrong. Interesting. Next track is the hit. Dr. Buck's Letter. Pause. All right. This is what I'd like to call this album's first true moment of musical genius. Immediately, this is the best sounding texturally of anything so far. This is working like crazy.
Hoping one day a door will be ajar. At least so we can recompense our betrayal of our hard-won friendship in vulgar and arrogant abeyance to what was untrue and beneath our parlance. I open the envelope. Dr. Buck's Letter. Real welfare benefit.
I feel like the first three tracks are crawling out of the dust, and and as we're progressing, we're getting more and more clarity. That's a fantastic way of looking at this. I really like that. Crawling from the dust to the mud.
I was depressed.
Sounds like an obscenely drunk Alex Turner, and I think Alex Turner is just better at hiding it.
Checklist. I never leave home without one, sunglasses.
Dr. Buck's Letter is the most satisfying song by far, and something that I feel like is very definitive, in my opinion, for this band, at least for me, as I feel like this is the most successfully engaging, catchy, and just overall wonderful track that I've heard from them. Strong Smiley Ball. They set the bar with this one. I'm hoping that they continue to reach it, because I loved that. That's the kind of song that puts it all together for me. I need more of those. Next song, Hot Runes. Great song. I'm definitely warming up to this album, and that was pretty much the same rambling, ridiculous bullshit I've come to expect, but under a completely different catchy umbrella. In other words, it's working. Smiley Ball. A good continuation, though maybe not the most full or well-realized track. I would prefer if it was longer, like the previous one. I've got to say it, but someone once said that these guys are always different, but always the same. And it's either a major compliment or major detraction, depending on what you think of them. Yeah, I could see it as both, for sure. Next song, Way Round. Listen, I think in the same way that Lucky doesn't make better music when he's high enough to... This song, being drunk out of your mind to the point of incoherent rambling, doesn't make you a better vocalist. Way Around, I like what this song is doing, but I think it's experimental to the point of kind of losing me, specifically with everything vocally being so crunchy, that it just sounds a little too out there. Which, I'm okay with the little out there, but this one honestly lost me. Strong shrug. Octorealm / Ketamine Sun. Wow.
Fuck all you hoes!
Hi, I'm
Detroit till I die, motherfucker!
Hello, I'm Girly.
I rock and have cynical.
Hi, I'm Ketamine Ketason.
Hi, I'm Julia. I'm Schooly.
I'm better.
Hi, I'm Smart Ass on the computer.
Hi, I'm Skunk Lad.
That's actually lit, Mark.
New program, The Ketasons.
You don't need always asshole cause your brain is a seed.
What the hell is this?
I was right, but now I'm wrong. I love you now, and now you're gone. I was the goddamn fool who taught me that. But I look out. Caribbean song. Destroy my life.
What about Ketamine Daughter? Ketamine Son.
Caribbean song. Caribbean song.
Despite it being a little weird and at points uneventful, Ketamine Sun is one of the most interesting songs of this entire album. I like the topic of Ketamine Sun. It scratches the brain in a nice way. I also thought the atmosphere was decent. The light smiley ball for me. In my opinion, not bad. Sure, a little disjointed, weirdly put together, but I thought the experience was something that I'm probably going to remember, honestly. One of the most harrowing of the entire album, actually. Next song, Serum.
Hey kids, I just need to get home.
Guys, not every noisy album is Daughters, you know? Not every noisy album with, like, dialogue is Daughters either. And courageous women. This ramen is so good. This ramen, roasted chicken ramen, basically placed in miso soup. It's just a combination of the two, with an egg also. Whoa. Walnut baked beans. I'm okay with going my entire life without ever trying beans. Never had beans? Yep. Never in my life. Song was fun. I like it. Maybe it's because I'm not paying as much attention and I'm paying more attention to food and chat, but I'm finding the vibe to be more intriguing, the textures to be wild, and the vocal performance to be engaging, at least enough. Light smiley ball. Did I already say that? I'll just click it again in case I did. Brad, I'm covered in hot glue and it is 4 a.m. That sounds like something to go tell a doctor. Unutterable. That was terrible. Red headphones. Why is this here?
Dog.
This feels like I'm reading a poetry book, except for someone decided to bang some pots so I don't fall asleep. Pumpkin soup and mashed potatoes. Wow, this soup is amazing. I just gotta pause. Tina brought me something so incredibly delicious. It's gonna take a while to eat, which I also appreciate greatly, because I'm a food addict, and I like the taste of food. So this is perfect for me. Favorite type of sushi roll? Damn it, why you gotta ask me such a big and important question in the middle of this album, god damn it. Listen, if we're going to the local place, it's the Lobster Fantasy Roll, okay? It's an entire lobster tail, fried, cut up into a roll, and it's got sweet sauce on it. It's absolutely nutty, right? It's insane, but that's only if we're going to the local place. If we're going somewhere expensive, fuck it, get me one of everything. And then it's gonna be the king crab kind of roll bullshit, where it's something similar, with lots of sweet, expensive, wild sauces and crab. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm definitely a crab and lobster guy. All right.
To be frank, what I'm keen on is that same old scene. Pumpkin soup and mashed potatoes. Pumpkin soup and mashed potatoes. That is my Halloween. Pumpkin soup and mashed potatoes. That's what I'm always
New
keen on.
Danny Brown song, absolutely amazing. This song is driving me up the fucking wall, dude. This song is so annoying. Why? I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't like music that's supposed to annoy me like this.
Because of the starvation.
This song is driving me insane. You ever hear this song?
Hey yo, Ferrari, niggas know my body. Standing on the couch, me pop smoking Barry. Flash nigga in the GQ party, wallahi. Shoot out at L Avenue.
Trapaholic, lieutenant, the brick squad, young and slim down, snap that motherfucker back. Squad.
Trapaholics, bitch. They can't tell you nothing when you rich like this. Cocaine jumping out the tank, your shit ain't fish like this.
Anyways.
I'm old, not much, but I'm going mad because of the starvation that I've had. Clouds rush by, but I always have my dream. Pumpkin soup and mashed potatoes, that is my.
Yeah, I think I get the idea. I consider this song to be torture. I don't understand why it intentionally makes the most annoying song possible, but it indeed does. But a 3 out of 10.
Dog.
Hands up, Billy.
You got a steel chest. You haven't got a steel chest on you.
So we've gotten to the point of this album where it's definitely getting a little wild and crazy and creative, which I respect. I just would respect it more if the songs actually sounded good. I feel like right now I'm going through the most difficult part of this album, where it's just bullshit thrown at the wall, and it's tough. The stomach. Smashing Pumpkins, but the pumpkins rotted. To be honest, I just wanted an excuse to pause it. I find this song to be actively really, really annoying. But you know what? I can tell it's trying to achieve something. I can tell that there was a central idea and reason for it. Doesn't mean I don't, find it a little distasteful. song annoyed the shit out of me. The red headphones.
Dog.
Definitely punk. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it's a terrible song. I think that mixture of textures actively is trying to piss me off. May watch 1953. Wow, this is some very drunk drumming.
Who could foresee? Men watch. Who could foresee what happens?
Yeah, we're definitely at the wild, almost Cardiacs-esque side of the album. Girl, shake that life, baby, tap it.
Everybody say hey, yeah, yeah.
Mr. Worldwide.
Hey, yeah, yeah.
Begina.
I said hey.
Now what I want everybody to do right now is
What's going on?
report to the dance floor.
Everybody say
Put your drinks up high. Look at the bartender and tell him thank you. Now everybody, let's take a shot.
What's going on? Best soundbite of all time. Over this pong sounding ass crap. Tasty. I can't tell if you like it or not. Trust me, this soup, delicious, all right? Yeah, my Pokemon's is low HP right now.
Let's go. 10,000 hours stuffed up in the demos house. Standing on couches, couple of women. Babe, he was ballin' hard, it was just the ninth inning. He told Shorty we could be friends. And your friends can be my friends. We can do this on a weekend or on a weekday. We can do this on the freeway. Get it in the freeway.
Pop champagne, ain't a damn thing change. Spray it in the air, making champagne rain. Buckets of ice, keep the champagne cool. Mommy got her body, see that damn thing move. But it's no sex in the champagne room. Said so, baby, I'll break all rules.
The hell? Well, I found the BPM. It's 148. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. It's 150. That was close. That means that multiple other sound bites should work.
Ain't no,
1, 2, 3.
ain't nobody gonna tell me how to live. Fuck off!
fight till I die, motherfucker! DJ Khaled! Talking all that bullshit!
Any more? Should be a couple more. 1, 2.
I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. I'm only human. I made mistakes. I'm only human. All it takes to put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me.
Made the song better. No, I ruined the song. It's supposed to be an experience, a very challenging one, and I decided to take that away from it by bullshitting my way through it. So if you wanted to refund this entire request, I would understand why, because realistically, I don't get it. I don't understand it. And I didn't fully try to understand it, because to me, it sounds like a ridiculous experiment many years too late of this exact style. Is that a very dismissive way of saying I didn't listen to it clearly enough? Of course. Which is why we're going to re-listen to the entire 5.5-minute song, uninterrupted for you guys. Enjoy. Now, let me ask you this question. Did seeing me suffer through that make you enjoy the song more? No, a bit. Yes, absolutely. Well, I see a lot of people saying yes. I enjoyed the song more. At first I was like, what the hell is this annoying crap? But once you start dancing along to it, you're like, oh, there is actually a rhythm to this. It's just very much hidden behind random blips and bloops. I thought it was intriguing. It's a strong shrug. Honestly, am I right? Oh, Jesus. Do we have a lot of songs left? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only got 15 more songs.
English Glasgow. Why is the truly skin never scotch rid on? How does
Kidding.
man prize the political from anything from a garden, a jet plane or a loaf? English Glasgow. To reiterate, injury list, the stinking cat and the stinking is.
Is this Devo worship?
Get lost. Yours sincerely. Famous face. Pop star. Also, when you can afford a stamp and get with food, fat ass, which is more than I have.
It's sensation, it's vibration. I am not wrong from the world, and it bounces.
Jesus. Evolute is strange. Now, let me tell you what I like about this album so far. Sure, there have been moments that I've just squinted and been like, huh? But as I hope, this whole album is an experience. And I like that about it. It's weird, but it makes sense somehow. Like, it all culminates into a timeline, and I like that. Final song, Descator. I don't know if I scored that last track. I don't really know if I have a score for that last track.
I am your quesera. I am your quesera.
Wow. I liked this album. I don't love every individual moment of this album, but I thought it was a great experience. It's a bit spotty for me and definitely not my type of album, but I liked sitting through it. It's unpredictable. It's wild. It's odd, but feels like it's worth dissecting and figuring out. Yeah, I'd give it a 6+ to a 7-. Overall, I feel like it scratched an itch in my brain that I really didn't think the first song was giving me much of, but the whole picture is great. And sometimes that matters the most. I think that because it's all subjective and it's about experience, I think that anything is valid, you know? So, sorry if you hear noises, I'm fidgeting. It makes these terrible noises sometimes. Anyways, that was awesome. Yo, R.W. Isaac, I was definitely skeptical when you sent in an entire album by The Fall, but I gotta say, I'm happy by the final result here. Thank you so much.
You really hoped you could be. Like, if you're in a band, you really don't want to care what anyone thinks, but you do. And you really want to be able to crank out a record every 9 months, but you can't. And you'd love to keep surprising people and kind of baffling your critics by, you know, every 3 albums or so turning out your best album.
Strange clip. Well, it's not this classic video. It's probably, let me guess, The Fall. What do you guys know? It's The Fall. It's called Mountain Energy. Pause. What the fuck? Wow, that...
Mr. Blasto and Mr. Partridge, they said to me, to get a mortgage, you need an income letter.
Nice. Tax. See, like, rappers like to rap about cars, women, and their lifestyles. The Fall likes to likes to vocalize his thoughts on the economy over a song that sounds like Will of the People. You know, that's real music right there. Listen, all right, there are things that are redeemable about this song. However, it's easier to talk about the things that are easy to mock about this song. It's an old man rambling over truck commercial music. I feel like I have been interested before by stuff from The Fall, but this one, 2003, this ain't doing nothing for me. It's one of the most popular, too. It's a Strong Red Headphones.
Dog.
Are you crazy? What the fuck? I'm guessing we have another song from The Fall. Wow, how did I guess? Hey, this is what happens when it's the Wild West, and you can send in whatever you want. Anecdotes and antidotes in B sharp. Oh yeah, that's right. The only way you can listen to this music.
antidotes. So keep going. I'm moving down a train over and over again. And the Christian tobacco is chilled, the chiller is pursued. I'm walking around the street again. And you're sat in your chair, pleased, and the mirror's looking at you from antidotes and fracture. Antidotes and those votes. Antidotes and those votes.
Why so much The Fall? I don't know. Brad, let me bum a port? Is that what the kids say? Glass the cereal, the barrel, the barrel. You need fake cigs that make smoke? Now these are pretty good because I don't want people to think I'm actually smoking. I've had people think I'm actually smoking through these fake cigs. Which was funny, don't get me wrong, but still. I'll be honest with you. If you're gonna listen to The Fall, do it wearing glasses and toking a cigarette. Low shrug. That's, I think, the best way to do it. I also feel like they make decent enough album experiences, but individual tracks, it's like sitting through it between these other very engaging tracks makes it feel like hell. Life is short, smoke a port on the port. And look who it is. R.W. Isaac is back with some more of The Fall. A shocker. When Manchester became trendy in the early 90s, Marky Smith had to temporarily run away to become the Edinburgh Man. Oh. Now, here's the thing. I heard an artist recently that I was like, this guy was inspired by The Fall. I just can't for the life of me remember who it was. I kind of fuck with this song, though. I'm going to be honest. It's a little less eclectic and strange as some of the other songs I've heard from The Fall. I think it does it well. I don't mind it.
It's itself. Keep me away from the festival. And just give me a 1/4 gin.
Rain, but buckets of ice in them.
They say project yourself.
I'd be confused by this stream if he was alive. Actually kind of nice, I like it.
We need more bodies, hell my, hurry up, tell them all grass here, hottest in America.
Clacking over your streets at dawn. I was really poor.
Yeah, I've stopped trying to read into the lyrics literally and just trying to admire the absurdity of Mark. It's pudding time. It's pudding time. It's pudding time, children.
I'm okay just by myself, 'cause our miserable kings won't protect us from ourselves. How I wish I was in Edinburgh. How I wish I was in Edinburgh.
We need more bottles, tell them, hurry up, tell them I'm Brazil, hottest in America, give me 16 bars and you know I tear it up. This day when you see this fur in your area, she call me all night cause you can get it up. On my neck, on my wrist, everything is lit up. Think about us of that clique, so let's spit it up. Fuck, I gotta figure out the last line, it's killing me.
Let's tell my hurry up. Tell them Ron Browse here, hottest in America. Give me 16 bars and you know I tear it up. Know it's me
when you see this fur in your area. And she call me all night cause you can't get it up. On my neck, on my wrist, everything is lit up. Drinking bottles of that clique till I spit it up.
Only getting one
nice, so you gotta live it up. If only got one life, so you got to live it up. That's what it was. I liked it, honestly. I fuck with it. Maybe I'm growing soft, and like seeing how this band has actually like influenced a lot of other bands maybe makes me appreciate it more, or at least want to appreciate it more. And I thought the vibe of that one was incredible. I thought there was something very smooth and sweet about it. I like the storytelling as well, even though I don't understand it at all. Still think it's well done. Not bad.
You know,
Hey, look who it is. R.W. Isaac says, this one is probably from the worst The Fall album, in my opinion. This is when Mark was drinking heavily, even for him. Did the entire album's vocals on the last day. And it's 8 minutes and you sent the whole fucking thing? Oh my God. Why? Everything is set it up, and then goes like we hate to spit it up, and you won't get one life from it up. Drunker than ever before, more than one man ever could be.
And I came up straight up from the block. I watched my grandpa say penis.
And the songs, look at this. They didn't even bother to try with the fucking thing here. This that shit. Man, I'm tapping my foot. a very long time. Just surprised. If you're this drunk and you just don't give a shit, then what's the point? You know what I mean?
And the jingle jangle of the city makes you hungry. Down, down. You gotta have a good condition to get into the Colosseum. Colosseum. The Colosseum. But sometimes that's not enough. Their jokes are about 7:30 to 8. Tired of suspense. You wanna take a little break and get out of the Colosseum. The Colosseum. These people, they will never, they are not fit to walk through the iron clouds
Dude needs rehab, 1 out of 10. Yeah, basically.